President Trump addressing affordability and inflation in his cabinet meeting, including floating the idea of eliminating the federal income tax.
White House correspondent Hasnie joins us live with the details. Hey, Aisha.
Hey, good morning to you. Well, this is part of that affordability war, this battle that's going on between Republicans and Democrats. We all saw how it played out in that Tennessee special election last night. Didn't work out so well for the progressive candidate talking about affordability. But this is the president really making his own affordability push here, rolling out these Trump accounts. Imagine an IRA at a 529 college fund. Imagine they get together, have a baby, add some free money. This is really what this is, the big give back to families out there that just had a baby this year. And it's getting a major cash influx from the Dell family. They're donating $6 billion into these tax-free investment accounts for 25 million American kids.
Confident that others will join us because we all understand the incredible impact that a gift like this can have on the lives of young Americans.
We believe that when children have a future that they can see is worth saving for, then that will help build hope and opportunity and prosperity for generations to come.
So here is how this works. The account begins with $1,000 from the U.S. government. That is invested into stocks. And kids who are born in the U.S. between 2025 and 2028 are eligible for this. They have to have a Social Security number. Parents can pitch in up to $5,000 annually. Their employers can add up to $2,500. And when the child turns 18, they can withdraw that money for school and for other qualifying uses. And it all comes as the president is ripping Democrats for trying to own this affordability issue, accusing them of actually causing the worst inflation in history. He's vowing now that the economy will do even better next year when his tax cuts from the big, beautiful bill take hold. He even floated no income tax, as Brian mentioned, and maybe even more money back in your pocket through more refunds.
Next year is projected to be the largest tax refund season ever. And we're going to be giving back refunds out of the tariffs because we've taken in literally trillions of dollars. And I believe that at some point in the not too distant future, you won't even have income tax to pay because the money we're taking in is so great, it's so enormous that you're not going to have income tax to pay.
You won't have to fly down to Florida and live there anymore. We are expecting to see the president at 2:30 later today as this economic push continues. He's going to have a big announcement in the Oval Office, reportedly about new fuel efficiency standards aimed at bringing car prices down. Back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Aisha.
Thanks.
Right, and I saw that Howard Lutnick came out and said that Ford, Stellantis, and GM have had record years, especially the stock prices are going up, because he's trying to bring domestic production back and make it more competitive. And if you're a foreign company, you are a Hyundai, build it here. And they're getting the message because they want to avoid tariffs.
And that directly goes to what the president and many of the administration, Ansel, were talking about yesterday, which is affordability, what this administration has been able to do. And one of the big things is this investment into these funds for our young people, the next generation. And that money is supposed to be able to grow.
Yeah, and President Trump said next year he's going to give back refunds out of the tariffs because we've taken in trillions of dollars. It estimates, according to the Bipartisan Policy Center, this year the U.S. government has collected $258 billion in tariffs. Compare that to the year before, which was $90 billion. So a lot more because of these tariffs. And the president says he'll give money back to the American people because of this. J.D. Vance predicts that 2026 will be the year that the economy really takes off. And Scott Bessent's been talking about this.
Yeah, and he said why? Because the programs that they have really launched in the big year, the new year, and that's when people get a lot of their refunds, and you'll see the restructure with their tax increases, their tax decreases, and refunds. Joe Livornia is a counselor to the Secretary of Treasury, and he said this about what to expect this upcoming year.
You're going to see a big factory boom. You're going to see a CapEx boom. Those two items together, Brian, will create jobs, high-paying jobs, because we know when companies invest in capital, productivity is higher, wages are higher. It's Trump 1.0. And in addition to that, There's no tax on tip and overtime. As the Secretary just mentioned, that's going to be hugely additive for boosting after-tax pay. So you raise affordability by having people earn more and make more. Those three items, the full expensing on capital, the full expensing for factory structures, which is going to encourage building, and the no tax on tip and overtime is going to lift wages, raise income, and household living standards.
Big news. And they also believe, so if they start building factories, that's going to bring more work. And I don't know if you saw the big story today, I think it's the Wall Street Journal, that these data centers have been boons for plumbers, pipe fitters, construction people, because they're building the data centers right now, and they're making over $200,000. They said I used to be running around to houses fixing up people's toilets, and now I'm building a data center, and I tripled my money, and I don't have the responsibility of the customers and insurance that go there.
That directly impacts the working class. Michael Dell is making that big investment. Him and his wife. He's going to be on the program tomorrow. We can't wait to talk to him because that is something that is huge for our country.
What an American story. So generous of them to give more than $6 billion to American families when they have their babies. But also, I was reading his story. I can't wait to talk to him tomorrow. He started his business in his college dorm room. And remember, we were growing up, we learned about Dell technology, and he would, if you came to his college, if you went to his college dorm room, Lawrence, and you said, here's some money, will you build me a computer? That's how he got his start.
That's incredible.
Then he mass produced them.
I wish I had that brain.
They have a foundation, clearly billions of dollars, and they're donating it to the American people.
Well, I'll tell you, if you have a kid, don't live off campus, live on campus, because that's where he came up with this. And Mark Zuckerberg, on campus, he came up with Facebook.
It's either usually in a dorm or a garage.
Yeah, that's Steve Jobs. Whatever you do, don't put your kids in a traditional setting.
That's right.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.